For years, Joe Scarborough has been a cornerstone of MSNBC's morning programming. Morning Joe has built a reputation as a mix of political analysis, news commentary, and insider takes on the day's headlines. But let's face it, Joe Scarborough's time is up. There's no denying Scarborough's ability to command attention. His transition from Republican congressman to cable news personality brought a certain bipartisan credibility to MSNBC, at least initially. But over time, his shtick has grown tired, his viewpoints increasingly out of touch, and his presence a drag on the network's progressive reputation. MSNBC viewers are largely progressive or leaning left, yet Scarborough often spends his time lecturing this audience about what they're supposedly getting wrong. He frames himself as a political realist, but more often than not, this translates to centrist scolding that feels tone-deaf in today's political climate. For instance, while the Democratic base pushes for bold policies like Medicare for all, climate action, and wealth redistribution, Scarborough frequently downplays these ideas as too radical or unrealistic. Instead of fostering genuine debate, he dismisses the progressive wing of the party as impractical, a stance that alienates many of the network's core viewers. Then there's the issue of ego. Scarborough often positions himself as the smartest person in the room, which might work if his insights consistently held up. But too often his takes are shallow rehashes of Beltway conventional wisdom. Worse, his on-air demeanor, interrupting guests, dominating conversations, and steering the spotlight back to himself, can be downright grating. It's not just about his opinions, it's about the way he delivers them. Morning Joe often feels like the Joe Scarborough Show, with co-host Mika Brzezinski playing second fiddle despite her sharp insights and journalistic background. MSNBC has a chance to reimagine its morning programming for a new era. The network could elevate voices that better reflect its audience, diverse, dynamic, and forward-thinking. There's no shortage of talented journalists and commentators who could bring fresh energy and perspectives to the time slot. Replacing Scarborough isn't just about cutting out a stale presence. It's about moving MSNBC forward. The network's viewers deserve programming that challenges them, excites them, and reflects the political moment we're living in. Joe Scarborough has had his time in the spotlight, but his brand of centrist punditry and self-important delivery no longer fit MSNBC's vision or its audience's needs. It's time for MSNBC to say goodbye to Joe Scarborough and embrace a future that's more aligned with the people it serves. Let's bring on a new voice, one that isn't stuck in the politics of yesterday, but is ready to tackle the challenges of today and tomorrow.